Yes, you are my friend. Now I shall be more. Yes, you are my friend. Now I shall be more. Yes,
Yo, it's your friend of your hopeful radio no asugusu with you know. I said the question of year no financial peace education with the union Patrik Nana Yaw Barfi. And that's in your mayor ya dom Nana aye radio or the addition neighbor my. Me I so lucky. One of the beautiful ladies you who nature pa and yamia dom was hard nature. I over my some talks asana Nana baso into the tamukuchu me charm me hoba said you make an ameboa. Yo, you my more cover. Wow. And then walk a tree number me Philippa. Where the yenta ho and set na never benti you be jama na tibita or the maye na ansa no bano. Udi amai.
Well, there are so many things that are distracting. And so, for example, social media, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. There are a lot of things that are distracting, right? And then sometimes, and so no, yeah, family demands and kola, ejuma are all things that it may distract you from your goals or distract us from nyama. It has got nothing to do with our goals. And to say, you're careful, we will spend a lot of our time or our days being so busy that Yankasano will forget about our own goals. It's how do we focus on your goal? So the first thing that we want to say is that get clear on what you want, right? It's your goal. No, you need to say a vague. So don't just get up and say, oh, I want to be successful, or me person me starting me a me company, and as me person me starting me a me business. And as I said, sometimes you even have weight loss goals, right? Me person me losing weight. Just don't start by just don't let it be vague, right? Let your goals be clear. The other thing is so the first thing is get clear on your goals, and then the second thing is break your goals into daily actions. So we'll go on any juma unless say you work on it. So you have a big goal and then a small goal, and a steps I will be taking to that goal. So for example, open say we losing weight. Want to be so and say I want to lose weight. Break it into daily actions, right? At the end, I made to me getting pain. I made to me during the day to make sure say may losing weight. So for example, okay, may DD at a certain time, I'm going to cut certain things that I eat. Sedebia carbohydrates, fufune bankua, sorry, anopai. If that's what you eat and you want to lose weight, you start with that daily action, right? That okay, in the mornings or every morning, I'm going to take banku out. So that's the first thing. You set clear on your goals, and then you break it into daily actions. And then the third thing is that guard your time and your energy, right? So you like I said, there are so many things during the day are distracting you from our goals. So don't spend a lot of your time on things that are not in line with your goals. And to make sure that your daily activities, we every day piano is in line with your goals. It's a business now, person we are. You make sure say with free time, no, you are either reading books, you are networking, we hear research. So if you want to achieve your goals, one of the most important things is that make sure your daily activities are in line with your goal. Person will be a business. This is not the time to be spending 2 or 3 hours scrolling on social media, right? It's not in line with your goals. Even if you are scrolling on social media, the kind of people's pages or the platforms that you follow should be in line with your goal, right? Dressmaking, and I say that's the business that you want to open up. Make sure say anything that you are following on social media is in line with your goal. So that's how you spend your time, time and energy. And then learn to say no, right? So say no to distractions. When they call, they can spend 2 and 3 hours. You guys will talk on the phone and just gossip. You should be able to keep your boundaries and then say no. And then the last thing that me person casa about is keep your why in front of you, right? So there are days that you get hard days that you are down, days that you worry, days that you are frustrated, especially setting up a business, right? It's not easy. You're putting in all your time and your efforts. Maybe you're not seeing the benefits of that, but always keep your why in front of you. Why do I want to do this? And then picture yourself achieving that goal, right? So use your imagination. The word of God says that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly what more than we could ever dream or think of, right? Think of. So that means that God is also invested or interested in what we think. So use your imagination. If you want to go to school, graduate from school, use your imagination. See yourself graduating from college. If you want to start a business, see yourself as a business owner. So my final words, Amidibe Jamone, say, your focus is your superpower. So use that to shape your future. And then use it to become the person that you were meant to be. And then don't give up easily. Protect your focus, direct it, and then let your focus, being focused, carry you towards your goal. Thank you. Thank you. This is just the advice that I had, and I am your friend
Wow.
about. Thank you.
Wow, that's so powerful. May God bless you. A short
Thank
message, but really powerful. But Bankuna okay, and then a hard you pay be on my yeah, addicted to it.
Ain't no. Say there be a one big one out there. You can start it. Okay, maybe half. Then
Yeah,
the next day, maybe quarter. Now what it is so kakra.
kakra. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
But hand
that's
it
it.
over.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. You remember Niji, and for Sarah Mika and what a simple message, but and some wumpa. Oh, said the wire no no. And then Nanaka Sakra, Kawatenze, and no cry, a full lesson cry, am I? Said the Bema Niji no no. Me,
Here for
we may be
here.
problem, you know, Benkuni side no can and no one hard. Benkuni, it doesn't matter, say you breakfast and nasa lunch, anytime, yeah, you okay. You know that you be jama. I'm so we be one my that day
Yes.
was what they am I.
A team for boy, Patrik, the fee, hope for life now with you know. Financial peace education and the brown. And a topic no a the I mean time come from us and then we come about credit. I'm say as years no kono, I'm evolving. And I'm after baby some say didn't I mean credit because me starting my career no, that was the side that me they started more. I'm a credit educational specialist for so long. So now I know ins and outs how to help, build credit and all that. But me ediminya, it's in a few okona. Who says Niama Bibrian and Trony a day, I won't chat now. I mean, Pesame come once in the because my focus too much on there. Hey, but you because as much as I don't care really about credit score, I also understand say there are so many things that so credit score will form ma utua niema bi say yiska kakra firi ho sika credit score kra da yi a ma sa niema kititi bi wonum na enka wontua na because system no so no ai wom no sa niema nyina so kan ho eti yes I will be talking more about credit score and I say as a credit report ne credits so these days you become once be pray enti na be start here free bi kakra yeah your topic in say me kan na yeah bro, about now mama ya we me share the cray no ayana. Aba,
Namba joy.
nem se me na me call.
Wankasa na unyamba.
Okay, I'm sorry them is number.
Ah.
Credit secrets, how to build your credit score without going into debt. Before see a big can we no, mommy can be big kakra about baby ayijina as a nation. We can about we share your credit situation having kakra. See American household ankasa your high time your friend saying debt 17.94 trillion in debt 2024 which average credit card APR about 21.76%. Now people move more continuously, on average look up together a credit card each year be 22-23%. Average car payments today a 734 a month. Out of that, now I'm the credit card, I'm the car can. It move 20% each year, 1,000 a month. Why? 1,000 a month. 48% of Americans now really rely on their friends and credit cards for just basic needs. On the other, be make car by 4 walls. No, so basic niyama can say your paycheck bit me abo me you be bro honuma. You base on that, which is 48%, a whopping 48%. 53% of individuals or more credit card no are maxing out. And yet, nipa be breed be a oh medium using credit card me chia. Decided to be in the so you see 53% called the master maxing out, so we cross over 40% of Americans been in stuck, they've been in debt for the past 5 years. 43% of Americans have missed at least one payment. You will be broken much so one payment, yeah, makes it at least one your friends say within the past 5 years. Now nearly 24 million Americans now owe personal loan because what it is the moment a best start to say you the credit card, you intimate you dear bro, the other fee if you the credit card, that means you must start to get things affair or say the you can't near my bar, never see a personal loan because your max credit cards in a fee enough because aside. The average American is charging about 1,500 monthly on their credit card. Imagine. This is just the stars, right? But the reality, to see a situation a woman, I'm up for struggle. And yeah, easy. We my fancy say, yeah, first, even I want quarter of a 1 year to. Now, I'm saying $3 and $4, say it's about 9.99. But the good news is that there are ways to build credit, responsibly, safely, and affordable without adding some numbers near can now statistics on your part of it. And then I focus on. It's dear quite many bit here for sure. You bit me build it. I say we will be debt free by a maximize your quite before so you treat your pay because in the was a situation that. And also, yeah, I think you see a building your credit. I ensure we charge all the time. Say, I just say, in debt and son waiting to build a credit. And then quite much never fast. You see, I did person what tears you and say, yeah, say, when it comes to creditor, they be a can't say, send out say, which me decay. Obi an credit score also just ultimate decay, you know, wouldn't say you was deca. Sad. Usika unya, I would you come home. Kakao dia to bank and come home. And fast honey money now. They move a cat. Ye punish me, say, me, miss me, you should credit be near punish me. But will be almost so you should be credit card near rewarding. It's one yes smarter. Hey, they also tell us as a corporations, they profit when you are in debt. Why? Because when you are in debt, that means you are paying them for it with interest. It also on how smart, one year smarter. They be not back and forth. So debt now it costs through. Oh, yes, you are good. Maybe not make us maybe a talk those times now. Yeah, now they are sign down. Now I share credits, you know, just we were so now just say yes, we live ye. What they can be or credit so just say yes, we live ye. Because Pia also a Kabia also be. You see, and so now much so. Now so raise credit cards faster. Also, and also both those scores are. I will say we start to share near maybe. If you say can't credit and cry once and see a share near maybe my credit score in the city. Any become once and cry. Now, first of all, they will say, and say, we see a credit report. You know, will be entitled to a credit report free. All three credit bureaus, annual credit report that come once a year, we free. And your credit score, open credit score, you have to pay for it. But credit information, dear, credit information, your friend score on a tabulation of the information now, and a year score no more. It's wow information where you see the member score on the tablet no the abentine usual motor mind by Namia to say companies need be your banks near no my credit score on crowd the time just do the full report but we keep it posted but we free a year between credit report every year once all three credit bureaus so annual credit report I'm the better chat between here the building my credit score cost for payment history of payment. Send our first to our payment. We are the outreach constantly and our constant time be out and come every month be out here 1 decade. And on one might be 34 to 40%. And in the largest portion of your credit score so more tablet here. No A1. And a credit utilization here whereby I say credits now the amount send we use usually experts they be can say we use credit or credit no. And you say more than 30%. It started say more than 30%, and now started a mouse credit score, and I say hey, 30% or even a form credit. Most people on credit you good no. On credit no cry no any double digits will be a single. Example, say be your mama credit my credit my credit card you back here 5,000, another one 5,000. Send me see a use offer. May use 2,000 pay and I say 2,000. I say may use to be 6,000. We start to say we use more than 3,000 and I start to hit small or credit score also. And this credit score and credit utilization. Send we use to know na length of history. Send what we use to credit at what is the channel? And so a credit utilization. I send you see issue and so we the payment now and see another one amount credit score cost. The next one a length of send we see used to credit that we started for the past 15 years. Now started say we used to credit obviously send me used to credit bed 20 years no you use 15 years. That's the BBI come a year payment in BBI and I want to maybe they cost because of the length now may use a more. And so my be between 15% or 5 score and I say on vantage and cry we used to be 20% or these are the things that we in a credit mix. Send our credit in it here. Ubu answer, ubu team question. You credit cards and only free also. As we be crying our credit score of 80. So will be send our team sustain and I say ultimate a shedding was so will be able loan, who way, who car, who way, who sign money. Also up to now, I became a credit and go with debit Bianca will be where you should be. It's which say, well, she do call the Bibia, Mimetia see who say, and ya dear boy, so much attraction be brave. But at the same time, see, Yaw Yama be brave. And the last one, credit inquiries. We are in your match. It is me reduce score, 2 to 3 points. Every credit score, credit check, BI about it is why I pay we. And I will be brave, I will risk, and I will cook. kakra because I didn't know now as a check your credit scores. I say chiro na apese wo pay credit cards be and I say wo pay loan be and now people if you within a period of 1 month say companies be 7 8 no check your credit score near the SMI with yes and every year be reduce. But with all due respect, in say open mortgage or shapia rank mortgage company there within a period of 3 months, so much check a couple of times and affect for that period. These are the system on the maxi a credit score. It is a when within winning creator the amount credit score at the year kakra. Now they are a little bit secret or credit score. We are big Metro 2. Metro 2 BBA you must be even financial if on be nim BBA I say credit card companies and I say banks and collectors near them. As a language credit bureaus use credit card if I say credit is nakasam I say compliance laws now or say your friends will use you name say at this time these credit reporting companies and as friends agencies receive hundreds of Nyama Bibri. But before some reporting, the laws which say anything the credit reporting or credit bureaus who credit another kakumom, it should be consistent, accurate, and complete. And almost any apa. It needs a work credit so or some correct and also free credit so cry. It is only how rules now. Sometimes I did be one hour and so much me on reporting you also free credit so. Even if emphasis say be cry ebia even create name or account no any the correct name that means also we free other so correcting so we mean correcting also we free so it is a we dispute now we an ordinary sana name money na no betimi aye but the moment I'll be state say metro 2 no pe and say sana mean say AI na who say you know the laws it's not take would any differently cry and ma it goes through way. This is my small you were we should make the chances so we so dispute to be your report so Veberum me can Veberum much say word by word send message I'll be this account from Wabudi Ebia West Fargo is reporting a balance on my close account on a close account according to Metro 2 guidelines only here per Metro 2 guidelines no, and Fair Credit Reporting Act no, this is inaccurate and must be corrected or removed. Please investigate and update this information accurately. But the better one, so you are. If you know the name, you close account. Said they make a report for you. What is going on? Now, you move better credit report in about 30% inaccurate. A boo and you almost share that. Will be anti will be in the Sanya man. Sometimes we are in our video more than sometimes we go report to our GIA. You may go so crown and win that, which is saying, after a while dispute to a free so. The trick they said the American say if it's not consistent, it's not accurate and complete. Like I said, even if you see a be account what you are say free. So any time you dispute something, they have to go back and verify, make sure that they correct it. If they can't correct it, it has to go. Until within a period of 30 to 45 days, it's going to be taken care of. Say the right information, and he said, first of all, they said I don't really care about the credit score, credit anymore. Because me have me say me kwako to bibi a mintimi entria me to bibi a mintimi etria but at the same time me hu say you will never be one ma even crown when you use credit score to go buy anything a bit say insurance even though no a soft inquiry no you can soft inquiry say omutimi check your credit abra and hit your credit score say 2-3 points na make us be free so no those things now soft but most of the insurance company no so no use sad no Emma usika utria mo akosro anafo nti no ehun hia because na me credit a friend say me credit da yi me credit score wo yi na say me car me tua be me car insurance me tua bia be 200 then na be 250. That means if every month you 250 they free. It hurts. It will say it's me correct now. She see in a situation you probably struggle now. It's it worth it was he taking care of. Until it was that situation my yaje credit we no. Kwan best never so ebetimi aboya ma yetimi build your credit at a point. Your credit could be at the same time, so you go back in debt. So her statistics now making yen sad. Say them kind of much and try to be you don't have to build and almost a film person build your credit. The crime is meeting build a credit. Dealt him. It's an APC for course. The crime is meeting a faster way to build credit without going into debt. Say them kind of much and try to there are so many ways. There's a company called Kickoff, one of these companies, and this is what I use for my clients all the time. We pursue build a credit, we pursue or the credit has sale, pursue first from year. This company, a company more credit line, credit line, you don't necessarily have to use it. So far as you are making them, I say a plan, you just pay the plan, more $5 one, depending on your here. Your friend said $20, $5, said $12, said $29 for family. The obey used to be since I don't need a credit, I don't I'm trying to build my credits, You take the $5 one, remember limit of maybe 1,000. You don't have to use it. All you have to do is pay them every month $5. Then I'm gonna report directly to the credit bureaus. The amount of credit they cost through. Other ones cry premium version of cry. Remember, say credit score you can't now see anything beyond a debit. The wow into or rent, utilities, or phone, sadly money now. Utrian come across and call credit so. I don't understand it. Why I'm punish amount for Mutria sadly money now. But see, their companies are this company premium version of crown, even will rent crown, report to rent amount. Report to rent amount. So this is number one. Number two, a credit builder, your friend is self credit builder. I know it based mostly on your credit, your friends, your utilities, your phones need those things now. Even though and yet a debit side, report to that one what status all the build the credit. It is more say and maybe catch say so build the credit also called secure. Now they back you good crowd kick off and say yin na mu kwakwaje creditor who person build secure creditor will not be out of 1,500 koto secure creditor in yes no credit check no nothing no on be bill on be mark credit now all the credit no as that issue what is the we utilize it say no more they are build the amount that is how secure credit here. The good thing about secure credit crowd say yeah and no crowd and farm mount scanning mount the only say go mount statistic utua scanning go. It will be 2 years can go on till time I say 1,000 you have credit of 1,000 now you do the payment now to that time now for more accessible no more scan I accessible on what's that use so it's and so has will go off it's the moment I will start to share right now because every month be a $5 spend out you don't have to use 1,000 credit from the month don't use it just continue to just make your payment 500 within 6 months a best say the secure credit then you start between among insurance, Miss money in the Hatimiaco credit builder, so to say, they make and say the same thing. And also, bois, a bema loan, loan at same, and no, the bema loan now, a better bank amount, and I said, a bit in the atmosphere of the passive amount, be sir. Now, we try to say the way, and I am my own use, but they make my own use. Until we try now, we are. Now the money is accessible to you, then you can use it. The next one is experience boost. Experience boost is another one. A very good phone, internet, cables, gas, this animal a report to about credit or those things. And then power, solar, water, if you register with them, it may wow style. Even experience come introduce new one, my friend say experience expert to say credit expert. I no crown negotiate, they can help you negotiate your other bills to say payments. You name say insurance near sometimes a cost low. These if you're with them subscribe with them me up out there and look for things that are cheaper. So these are the things very simple. Buy and free and incoherent because in now and trying to attract say buy here credit score, credit, secure credit. I've been doing this over and again, helping all my clients going through this. I brought home debt. Nti no credit say chinchine dey also debt. So all statistics here na make am was na I can guarantee so obi en boy na adwen so kwakọ can say okwakọ di. In na ya adwen say kwakọ build a credit. Na credits no building no so no. So they woji more na wo come more na credits na e cost through. Nti no maje more na e call. Na dream cry time na be end. Time be na end. Nti ni na adwen so de be two trim say the person ya build them a credit. Na me build them a credit. Na main fa credit and as a main G credit, main fa canton to be brain build the credit. Or shall be. These are the three. There are so many companies out there that report these days, reports animal these days. Like I said, I do this all the time. Be my clients, they be credit. I say, person start building in here time, but to see it me a year. Credit that you say friends a kick off say within 6 months, credit beat me start bad credit because they keep on reporting this. And now the other ones, so if you go deep crying now, they will go out sign here. They keep you posted. Be a cost war credit some this animal in there. But usually I don't want say I'm for the book out to $5 the but your friend is saying we not one say link no has say $5 so call me a bit me will be a if you say wow won't me yeah who get in touch a bit me because people are struggling these days they be out him say yes. Me and fire who record be because looking at things, looking at what experts are telling him, it doesn't look like BBB. As a baby, it looks as if you are in for a long haul. But take time because open up, not doing any certain, and I was say a chance to say, economy nuclear amount from the echo to say, and because say, and young guardian, you make sure set me and go into debt again because nipa bebree what debt him say. Nipa bebree are using credit card to eat because yes, things keep on going up. Never cost you, never boy yet day, but you pay no so and then a match. You pay no from cry. How do we eat? How do we just basic necessities? Imagine said basic. You just say if you need bidding, you say to credit cards. So people are struggling. It's now you can tell my folks to be saying, I don't want credit, I don't want credit. Who say yes, whatever it is, no, we are in. And then you know, you may be why you try no near credit, say quack credit. But say me make insurance. There are few things I yet try. You check here your credit and sanima. Into you good say, and then you know, quack to feel near the crown because you will be one my your credit situation already. A little bump care, it may change you payment, it may change you interest also here. So it's very imperative. Yes, I will see taking care of this. Year as much as this year any mresa na ye free crediting because so do nkushi bebre a better point mutimi nyehwe because like I said you pay no any say any esi cost match. It is the base. This is the first things the best start account for credit. Like I said, we will be talking about credit more these days. But these are the first things the best start account for. It's balance see money na credits as say find a way to repair it. Like I said, we will be our officer get in touch with me. I've been helping a lot of people on this issue. And I will build a credit for my money go through some process and you're healthy. It's sad because what it is they punish us so people will be issue creditor. Whatever we do with our debit, you need credit for it. It's good that these companies are coming out saying now, no, utility bills are you share your phone, it's an money. If you will be a final build the credit, when you should at least your phone, which you are a I'm our phone report also or kick off when your name meeting. It just time goes on, we say I build a brown cock can be pretty because so here statistics now, air can 40 something percent. For about 40% Americans have been stuck in debt for 5 years. 5 years now we're debting. In the end, so was debt as in the city. You see, bro, me the best year, but like I said, we'll be talking about credit more these days. Now, the first one here, Kenny. Now, your better questions are free and do a question here.
Yo, Nana, that's it. Nyame, inch up, for Nana Edina Nwesi, the two chat in mana the bram, the Bemana mana and Samai. One Momo previously Nana Nadia no and credit pa said the fixing in your ma no yo hopa no de buankro for some reason or they are two on kakra and wasadi aba. Inti, we didn't say any benefit.
You
Aha. Yo, Nana, yeah, that's me try me quick. Na questions are all no so. Na why am I? Yeah, Nana, yeah, that's it. Oh, addition, the my no. Nana, the first one was say about the secure credit, effective. Okay, dispute, Obisa says secure credit, effective. It look like it will be a bar, and then you can say secure credit. How is the secure credit? How effective are they? And is there any banks in the United and I say specific area be also okay?
Okay. Yeah, secure credit is effective. And I started all the body of credit effective. Now, most banks, because sometimes and yet do a credit card, we also a loan. Now, say or a report to my credit bureau. No. But the thing is, to say kick off in the sale, you don't need to put anything down. Secure credit, when now this people go to a static. Now, what were you using to say the mama credit card? In fact, all the $1,000 I could talk. Now, almost had the amount what you use a credit card, normal report to my credit bureaus. That's a but this a kick off in the same. Even if you don't have the money now, so far as you go into the program, my person coming home the website in better. You go into the program, then my credit line. Then the credit line, maybe my suggestion is don't use it because what it is in the intention is say yeah, perceive build your credit. Now the system is as a who you sue. We say common na fe yeah would na fe to us. So where you crown and I say every month be able to $5. In your say $5 there. In your be able to $5 for 6 months. It's $60 to say, right? And then you put $30 to say, right? On the report it said because we have the line with them on the report. It's most people now. My mom is at my mom in you soup. And I say every month we will share the $5. No more reported. So you have a line with them to sell your credit card now with you. And say it's yet to answer your question, yes, secure credit na Juma. But there's another way because said you can in the end you buy a son movie and a deal to come off that. And no ya na feel via na feel so man I feel mama adult has na man of your credit card which we won't go opposite direction. It's yes, Juma banks no so dear. Almost most banks
Wow. Okay. Internet say a year Juma pa. Nana,
yeah.
when you say once a coin bank on a car payment, your car payment or an asset loan, how does it affect your credit? Because car payment they say a constant, which you turn all the time. And this won't mean to you and say, but yeah, what is the impact? And I saying this affect too.
It affects you big time. So when mean so when remember anything you don't pay after 30 days, no, that's when it goes on your report as not paying. And as what share the first year you're starting, I mean some from Rebbe, you started the first thing I kind was payment, and then the biggest a big a year a payment, right? So when is a payment and between 34 to 40% of the credit score and emphasis credit score of 85%, 850, no. Payment history no one side no take you almost be if I say almost be 400 close to be 400 and I say be 350 if that means a big thing yeah the payment there and found say car with you that's where bulk of is come age make sure so you pay on time and me correct you kakra say the kind say car payment a constant no please in sanity when I be on a constant to life and then say you constant to life between a year for you can't want some to be our hand with me a year for any constant said you can will be the constant they say no any key Debbie money your constant to life
You're
Yeah,
right.
quite the next questions.
You Nana, see. Nana, also about the dispute, I mean, how many times now also checking or credit and who say errors was running or say or fighting for dispute. Anna, another question in line with that, my main financial account. When you be say a better say Uber close you account. The old accounts, is it better so Uber close?
On a credit report sense, who say who close the account and sell your kind, you call the second one, now third one, a length of history. It remember, say be only the first account, or be what first one will be in 15 years ago. Now, say who close that account, obviously what is going to happen. That means this part, unya you or unya credit on that side. Into all of a sudden, no credit score be performance. As an be about so it depends on the situation. But sometimes people are then also close. It's a new option. Be also close, also close. It's it's yes and no depending on your situation. But say be so we on so use credit be so close here, then you have to close it. But I say on the credit report side, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't help you when you close the account. And I also question the other one here. And the first one, I say my question was the first question. Can I say?
No, any so close account, no. Okay, I'm saying no answer.
Okay. There are two questions. Okay.
Okay. The other one will be just said what at the end of the month credit score na about really faster. So hope say we change here. Then a man about faster.
Yeah, man, of course, right.
Oh, no, I've been back when the before this one. When you about the disputes. Also, you said something about the disputes.
Yes.
How many times?
How many times also check your credit score or credit report? Yeah, I would say, like I said, these days, there are so many companies are more joining even debit companies, your banks near the Bibre maybe. It is constantly no check. If you updating every week, it is if issue be about in case of credit score is down, more reasons to be about down here. It frequently also check. One check you cry be at 3 months be for free. But at least yearly they also checking. Now here no more no the my any full report. It be okra na so nim ni reading na be okra wo ni by year dear all these three credit reports now, which is annual credit report that come now. And none of the which me the dispute so the bedroom na me try me they are two charting annual credit report that come and none of the be all three ni na obeti aju all three ni be ma be bia kama am go send your report still for the year free be entitled to that for free all the every at least once a year no so nya sa one no check it will be bia me the when so too free, you don't. But so per report, per score, then you have to pay for the score. You don't pay for the report. A free government, they may a rule also on the my annual credit report that come. They have to chat and sort to chat.
Okay, that's banana. The next day, Bakura na me busa, or see process man na be fast so bit may improve no very very fast. Is it within 45 days or something like that? And the other questions here about or say FICO score. So me right there.
The FICO score, yeah.
FICO score, or see what is the best range? Range ben also FICO score a year. Yeah, okay, a good FICO score typically. Or see range ben also a year.
Yo, so first one process I will say quite ben abin fast.
Fast.
You know, to say na e can one make sure say who pay. Ebi as say no who dija or last month ebi as say ekofo. To say 45 days ne there be a bad thing kakra. But need not be depending on the situation because if I say the amount of credit na be a 50,000 maybe always 40,000 so bet me a I'm number below 30% we see dramatic improvement within a short time so bet me a within a week I'll be quick and then number one. Number two, you're making sure see every month be a payment and yeah the bit media are bringing it down quick. Very important. The next thing so I say sometimes say kind inaccuracies away reports all the time. About 30% of report inaccuracy. It's So person we improving quicker. Go through, get a credit report, go through it step by, one after the other. And be won't be making sure so winning. Because sometimes we walk around and we be on my winning. I did back say I 10 here pie duplicated accounts. Sometimes account be on my it become reporting it twice into a balance. It be a 2,000 yes, I reporting it twice. That means 4,000. Meanwhile, so be 2,000. So you go through those things and so wait me I am on you so quick. And so wait me bring your debt down. DMB crown a bit. So those are the things that I also watch out for. But also bringing it down, these are the things. By your never beat say collections near there. That's a wound tria or collection at the same time as access wound tria. It's no say no, obetimi aye, wetria. Even though it's going to be on collection, because you are paid. And obetimi amana I started send so obetimi bringing the dark. Sometimes we can talk to the creditor. Ono kasa ebi won ma omutimi bi o say eska we lusu abi utimi o ye deal say obi ye friso ana, but do not send them the money. So omo kasa obi ye friso omo kan enro let it just say bi obi ye friso ansa go tue ska na bia no sa na bia ono meka sa, but most of the time no say right I do omo meka say enwo so bia yeah yeah. So those are the things that obetimi aye from the start na obetimi aboa ama wayi sa nyamani na free collection bi ya na ha drink akra so no yeah hon na make an ti obetimi ehun and then here no kwa akra sometimes we will be a one company na ye adwuma ache because we be a credit card company wow for a long time we miss payment that maybe I miss one payment bia if you are no cancel betimi atiase ye free so. Sometimes just all about just talking to them. Next thing situations, we won't meet me a report to a year free swam. So when you have present be within a short period, so yes, and sit down, go through them and see where maybe one maybe a bit me a fight here, say, bit me yama. But the also TSS say sometimes maybe one you did it into me and quite so for so a dispute because a writer intimate and yeah, a it's the best way to say we stay minimum issue credits like I say at least 80% down, not up. But DNA we should be broad more issue credit card and I can say 43% you're maxing out completely.
Very much baby I will be a show and you may nyamisha. Nana, the other one, or see, or making the payment, but sometimes on the loan, sometimes beyond my a ballot to the time of being any payment nisika or bitiana na elite. Do that have impact on the credit? Anna,
okay, now elite say
so o loan or tia, but loan time a bitiana car or no bitian, o pay all right there, but utiano on time to
on
the
the
late
due date.
them.
Okay.
No, but
I know
no.
make sure. See, like I said, sometimes all this is about talking to them. Payment and a year in lieu of freedom it be a situation times in it me they will extend in someone maybe I concern out and say because one thing say so we late more than 30 days and no more report to the core credit bureau and the core credit so but we late before the 30 year and core credit so by the end say charges which it's a because in the situation amount for struggle, you don't want to be paying those amounts. Omunjo charges kakra. Internet can also 3,000 a month.
Number two, I do wake up. Where's your question? Very interesting. What's in Nana? Why is it okay? Uchiakra on time are still. Okay, why is it my credit score going down? I pay on time. Uchia on time crash still the credit echo down. And also you issue an I.
The big remember say a criteria no. It's only be focus. I don't know my credit. It's everyone say me credit of 5,000. The 5,000 if you use 5,000 in it's a share optimization, credit optimization now. My go over my 30% no so.
Yep.
Now they be every month be keep on saying me try the balance no. Remember who try your friend saying do amount now. Sometimes we between 5 years can another so that other baby other now principal no crown touching into principal and can say call for.
Yes.
What do you mean? The payment side there, yes, very much what pay on time. But still now
principal
on the optimization side, your credit is still high. It's so high. It's impact can say. But the moment I start to bring that down, you must have to start to impact. It's check and see say show credit nice. Nah, and also the quick be a bit media fix it was sad and say sometimes ask for you see wait till you have a percentage credit. You have a percentage credit because the maybe now a short term but at the same time discount. Okay, sometimes ask for credit increase. It's you 5,000. Now for credit increase, that's almost 10,000. Now we say when you're more credit, credit 5,000. Yeah, but you see, we chill we are 5,000 now or 5,000 now 10,000 10,000. You see, hey, oh when that kind of person because what try about for what say be a what you offer phone or because we using a different I know say yeah na what so person try say buy say credit card I want to come to America because we discount what is the matter it's be to me you who free my you know yeah it's not like I hate credit card me or credit card me use credit card but I hate paying credit card with interest so what is the matter if you can pay and pay in for now to interest or so to say they will be a 5 years so that's it what they cap 10,000 that's a 5 years so that's it now we 21% for 5 years if you say send any penetration by now for free we more you know yeah so you can ask for credit increase then all of a sudden now come your 5,000 now move 15,000 till you can have him at the 30% into all of a sudden
yes
across road. But I still know a short-term fix. More at the same time, one risk your life because one here 5,000 now one do one with the 200 now if you become one with 15,000 what's our maximum. Then what?
Wow. Nana, yeah, sure is so. Okay. Also, Nana, the traditional credit it may affect you. Example is a Verizon, almost a box. I was going returning, no more one returning, and also returning and a messy. It's almost sending the money so to your 120 1 because on TSC and I down man increasing. No, but always say, traditional credit to say Comcast ne we mu just for TV ne phones anyway no and this to me affect you.
See, that's the bad side. I know who try to come out report to. But the said the money came in after 180 days. I'm looking to credit so.
I didn't mention that 1 year, it's still.
You have to solve the issue.
Wow.
When I say anyone can say no share the awesome way. Namuni situation you see this our capitalist society in our capitalism city those people they have power or signs unless it's office someone to 2 year go to your friends saying business better bureau maybe a work report to or ne sign but so far as I won't take any issue action about it than that one the bad thing is normal report to every month biana one the charges no say 120 hours brana ko say number 181 now at the same time so every month we are one be on report to us your friend saying late into 6 months about say red or 6 months no and sana omo de beto na o ye na sana bi o wasa de collection what they mention and we cry say in your account first we don't book collection straight the collection so you double the money went no and son as akoda credits and from the most of that issue name free on yeah sometimes we only option yeah but the obit so we can dispute that and that's obit me throw a better business bureau between normal communicate but sometimes we not for the hassle na woman I didn't 120 we should the hassle back and forth near there be because we try free yeah Timinia tradition was some kind as a one scan of the cost if you cry with crying, you companies do almost my lawyers. The lawyer feeling in our crowd account. 120 now, which are 500, yeah.
Wow, Nana, yeah, that's it. Nana, when's the okay? We knew about Henrietta, brother. Ferguson. Okay. Maybe I will be also here. Nana, I say a credit card also cheer in full. Okay, maybe what should I pay off my credit card in full or leave a little, a small balance on it?
Usual. You are training in every law.
And that's
Because
also when your credit,
when is your credit?
What's our mouth was training in a to measure
Yes, yes. I did, you see, I can't balance the coffee when your credit to come. It's balance the coffee out. Why? And that, oh, Uchiana Jebuma, Uchia interest in the Ubija was Uchia interest also. So you don't have to. Yeah, Uchiani now be okay. The thing is, they have something called income to debt ratio, right? The income to debt ratio, say if you have credit cards are revolving. Means say you can use any installment loan to say loaner utia na uwia untimi go back nko use bi. So what I say by credit card here, me were 4,000 na dey ama me. Na me use 2,000. Na me tua 1,000 now no me were 3,000 me timi use into back and forth. It is me pay sa card na offer. Na me money taw for a while. I'm after 2 years to say me touch ya and that's that our companies say companies go use for a while to closing. But money that for a while. Technically, no, you do not have almost funds as part of your debt. It's almost check what income to debt ratio. No more adding to it. It's even you are not using the card no, since it's been there because you have access to it anytime I'll be using. It's almost checking income to debt ratio. I remember I said first na me say Juman. There was this doctor of Frey. You go full gidi other I will say or episode kotadi almost in income to debt ratio. Also, office will near you no credit card back on 200,000. At that for so long, no use. Till more checking, they added that as the part of the credit I will use. What is the income to so many said that for no reason. Sometimes, no, depending on the Sabia where you use, they use it as part of what you owe, even though it's zero. There's no sort of income to debt ratio. The guy was saying, say, we'll make it bear 500,000. I don't know the income to debt ratio into 200,000 or 100,000. Since they are using that as part of the debt to income rate, as a part of what he owes, now, even though make it 200,000 or make it 500,000, or the cat, your friend say, for 480,000. It has a which is a which you career will be 20,000. It will intimidate when you try the also. Into that time, I will say, man, cruises, sir, account ni na. Let's say if you answer now, they free up. Son otimia the way. But yes, say utia kana yes, okay. So unse utwam dia a performance and sana started about because of the length of history nesanema.
You nana that's it. Nana we say bakuna now can when you amount no say 5,000 bit my requested for 10,000 is bit my 10,000 no where you should 5 and I say 5 or still. Is that what you're trying to say? Is when you
Yes,
room.
it's say no and no yeah optimization and no just say credit now won't send ways. It's in maybe I'm a credit na no be 3 credit cards. One 1,000, the other one 3,000, the other one 6,000. Na ma use ni nyina emphasis ma use ni nyina now no maybe I make a 10,000 right it see check it me income to emphasis me data optimization na ma maxing out into that side me point be our right but say emphasis a kind of hon na can me use be at 3,000 na me was 7,000 that means say me with that range no me plus so me use 1,000 per na 9,000 more score on what you mention but since emphasis minister can be able to say no but ebia me apply for credit card me apply for 15,000 credit and 15,000 with the mommy now my credit in 10,000 be my credit them me 25,000 the 25,000 that means say now 15,000 bra me use here it is still they put me into credit here but check what happens since I'm in a new credit no check me score and some more bring credit no and remember me score akofo nkakra ansana ma be bi abe 2 or 3 points bi ansa se ma use man fa bi ya me gu amaka na nkosoro dia ansana now no menya sa history no so what you mention and as sometimes no credit cards ni bi wan kasa who pay increment a won't check it and that means and won't check your credit score won't check it fine do one moment the straight it's a credit card it's it's okay between you pay 5,000 go get maybe 12,000 and share you have 12,000 or apply for 12,000 normally the more that means say now no max say out to be now at least we room crowd to be mouse score credit.
Wow. You know that's it. Yeah, anyway, no rap my. Or say better so over new credit card instead of say be requesting for more money, no, bit magic from a different company. To who answer new yana kawara up on my.
Yeah, usually no. I mean, say the company na be more and yeah bad. Can me feel say no yeah. I'm out for pros and cons or maybe a BBC company jom card na how yeah they be a card another one so. But also the thing about so more credit cards and they say now the kakrato I can be fee. Now when to me and treat you at the right time. Even you cry do I just say one maxing out we be crying now will bear 4-5 credit cards. We be a 5,000. So will be a bear 500 penalty, so we 2,000, it be our bear 200 also. It just has spread it out. It will not real fee. Sometimes you could say be a bit 2 pay okay. You stay with that 2 no pekeke. Unkoye more bia, maybe as a increment or the 2 no as much as we beat him naka oji be a increase to a point, you know. And depend on your situation. Maybe I can my advice is say pay increment or the credit card now will pen. The office say you good, share the interest rate also check it. The amount the money be you good at, we share the better one. No, we'll stay with that one. Yeah. Yo, see, bet me another question will be.
But you bet my wrap up.
Yo, like I said, no, and then time be in there you say, and yeah, easy, sir. I'm for a struggle when it comes to yeah, Nyama Koso, Nyama so the way Nyama si Koso, you pay so and Koso, sir. Say kind of you be me G credit home, me G credit score on sir. For a long time now, I don't care. Me share my credit score crack. And yeah, because because me ham hon koto niama minti because se wonti minto na aku free scan to me ham hon. The be abeka me car 10 years ago I'm talking and one of that using Twitter camera and one of use I stay in my business. I mind my own business. It and one of use ekoba. To me ham hon koto bibia. But at the same time, no, you will never be one of even though yes, or you should credit to be affected, say insurance in America or to insurance, need those things. No, that means say, since CTBR, I was sitting try to say build your credit. Because I was static more about credit. No, it then you make sure say your payments, payments you pay on time. Anytime a pound 30 days are it better credit so say why you late, which you don't want that. And now when you use more of your credit, we use at least 30%, even from crown even crown is zero, a good. And length of credit. Usually credit at a payment try so they cancel because and I said Guama Hosunya advantage a crowd and I mix up. So near so the credit, yeah. I was all mixing up kakra or credit kakra or loan kakra will be kakra and so no man I nice. And not just say send a bit me handle different sort of credit and inquiries. Oh, the committee says, oh yeah, 20% was check mommy. Oh yeah. We inquiries in 1 month, bear 20. It be 82 crown I say. It's a credit score to get more points than them, but to go down, it's also but said they can dispute ABB amount for funds so a Metro 2. Nipa will renew about Metro 2. Who dispute to us and they have to chat no share who would be also dispute to us Mekayan who formulate would any way close accounts, it be a woody and crown a account I won't that. You don't know, then you put that over there by make sure so what's the team Metro 2 guidelines. SAP say AI a bet channel na fear starting say a friendly manual. Say account no and yet consistent and yet accurate then you're complete. Either they fix it or they have to take it out. Yeah. Now you move on my account. Every good information on a credit stays on your account for 7 years. Bad ones, except few bankruptcies, 7 years. And you be all my account be all my who say be crying because say me trim what cancel only accounting be. But since I know a good account, it's still going to stay there till 10 years before that. Sometimes those accounts, don't worry about them. It gives you good credit. The one you should be worried about is the ones I will trim that 7 years, and that's also it be an air effect too. Then you might want to take out for force to say be free so. And sometimes they may do a payment do a why. Here say credit be a payment do a why. We can create idea that's make sure say we check here and where is signing them. These are companies a bit more build credit quick. I won't go in debt kick off. Self credit, self credit builder and experience boost. Those are companies a bit more around go in debt. Like I said, I've done this, help so many people without them going in debt. Be a while bit me. But so we need the year bit me, we get in touch. A bit me, my boy, probably go through this process. Yeah. Then person will go through that. The entire yes and said debt no. Be a part of your life. I want to be use. Hey, yeah. It's but like I said, now and then we'll be talking about debt. And make sure say you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Bro, it be na ya to aso echi.
Yo, Nana, yada sipa nyamisha, and Nedia Odia May. See the was at TSC line, Timje, be benefit pa. Ah,
I'm for so I don't know
credit as
credit. As how the lies about our for so
it take advantage. You know, you better ask about and say now, what you said in Yamia Duma, you best I know Asia. Tia for said of Kayan, Patrik and Yaw Barfi and your tin in Kano. On one personal number is 703-981-1910. 703-981-1910. I offer anything about financial help be a bit me aboa no what you do standard no. You move be bra my any mom send you a message and to say be a benefit in the mental friend obetima guide you ama nneoma aye street nyame nhyira so nya abre ebeka ye ho se nyumisi no antie kan ne financial peace education aye ne nua Patrick na ya Barfi edibro no ha ne edim besi ye de mbati ne kan be ye pastor Asare nyame nhyira mu nyina
I know.